Hi, I'm Greg Patton, and welcome to Yes You Can Cook, the way to cooking empowerment. Today we're going to be making chicken masala, an Indian dish that is just loaded with wonderful spices. It's a chicken dish made with boneless, skinless chicken thighs in a yogurty sauce. And I just want to show you what these thighs should look like. Here's the skin side surface with the skin removed, and then on the other side is where the bone has been removed. It looks kind of messy, but that's just how it is. And then on the skin side, you'll see these little bars of fat. And what I would do is I would just leave them alone because what happens during cooking is that the fat melts. It helps to baste the chicken, and then you find it at the bottom of the pan, so you don't actually have to use it, but leave it in place. You want 6 large boneless and skinless thighs, which will weigh about 1 3/4 pounds. So once that's all ready, then you can make your sauce. And to do that, we're going to start with 1 cup of yogurt. And this is low-fat yogurt, 2%. You could use whole milk yogurt if you prefer, but I really see no reason to do that because we're going to be adding 1/4 cup of olive oil. And also the olive oil will baste the chicken during cooking, and it will also come to the bottom of the pan. And then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, and I'm going to put through a garlic press. And you can mince it if you rather. Just push it through. And then a whole bunch of stuff. Now we have 2 scallions, 1/4 cup of cilantro, just the leaves, a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, and then these wonderful Indian spices. There's a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of ground cumin, and also a teaspoon of ground ginger, and then a teaspoon of salt, and then about a 1/2 teaspoon or so of freshly grated ground pepper. And this is all there is to it. You just mix this all together. This is a dish that you might want to set up the night before because it'll pick up a lot of flavor just marinating in the refrigerator. Just stir everything together. And then as the sauce marinates with the chicken, it'll take on a yellow color from the turmeric. And so by the time you're ready to cook the dish, it'll have this lovely yellow cast to it. And then I'm just going to add the chicken. And you want to make sure to just coat all the pieces really, really well. And then when it's all coated, you have the chicken totally covered in the yogurt sauce. And then you want to cover and refrigerate it at least 8 hours, and what I like to do is just do this overnight. And then after it's marinated overnight, you just line a baking sheet with heavy-duty aluminum foil, arrange the pieces of chicken with the original skin side up, make sure you take all of this sauce and spread it on top of the chicken, and then you bake it in a 400-degree oven in the middle for 45 minutes to an hour, until it takes on this wonderful golden hue, totally cooked through. And the best way to serve this is actually over a bed of cabbage. So enjoy this fantastic dish. This is Greg Patton for Yes You Can Cook.